Hi, everybody. Margaret Weatherford here, real estate broker in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia. My team can help you in all of these markets with your real estate needs. I'm here today to give you an update for the month of June and what the real estate market is currently doing. Obviously, we see a lot of markets. I have a great pulse on what real estate is doing in these different areas of the Southeast. However, there is one story that seems to be consistent. And that story and that trend is that home prices are not really falling that significantly. So we're not seeing this great decrease in the value of property as it relates to residential property. Commercial property, different story. We'll talk about that briefly. However, with residential properties, we are still seeing a trend moving upward or staying neutral with home values. When we talk about the months of inventory or days on the market, we are seeing a higher days on market than we saw earlier this year and than we saw last year. So days on market are trending up. However, our month supply of inventory is still in a very strong seller's market. So if you're considering selling a property, definitely reach out to us. Even if it's not in our market, we can certainly connect you with the best real estate broker in your market. And it's important for you to be able to understand what your hyper-local market is doing. So that's another layer to this is you've got national market, you've got statewide market, you've got regional, and then you have hyper-local down to your street. Maybe you live on a very desirable street. Maybe you have a very desirable location. So don't let what the national news coverage is saying create a story for you around the property that you own. Really seek out professional help in the real estate industry so that you can be equipped with the right knowledge for your property. So getting back to those trends, we are still seeing prices trending upward. Days on market are getting a little bit longer. So that means that if you price at market value, 2 years ago, your home would have flown off the shelf instantly. Now it may be taking a week or 2 weeks, maybe even 3 to secure that buyer. Different price points are bringing different trends. So for example, I do some investor business in the Jacksonville, North Carolina market, and that market is super hot right now. So any townhomes under, I would say, $250,000 are going really quickly. Multiple offers, typically at list price. Whereas if I have a client that has a $700,000 home in a golf community or golf neighborhood in Leland, that home may not move as quickly. It will still sell, but it's going to take a little bit longer, and the days on market might be closer to 25 or 30 as opposed to 3 or 4. That gives you some perspective. As it relates to interest rates, so interest rates are higher right now than they were last year or the year before. Well, they're still not as high as they've ever been historically. So there's still opportunity in the marketplace. And with prices continuing to rise, this allows you as a buyer to secure a property now at a higher interest rate and then refinance it when the rates come back down, because you're not going to lose equity in a property as long as you pay market value. You certainly don't want to overpay for a property right now. But what these rising interest rates are doing is they are affecting buyer affordability. So a buyer's affordability index has dropped about $700 per month. I ran the numbers the other day, a $400,000 house for a primary residence, 30-year fixed conventional loan, which 2 years ago was at a 3.5–4% interest rate, let's say, with a decent credit score. Their monthly mortgage might have been running around $2,000 a month. And now their monthly mortgage, depending on how much they put down, is going to be higher and closer to $2,700 or $2,800 a month. So you are seeing a decrease in affordability based on those rising interest rates. Um, Anything else I can tell you? So as far as investment properties are concerned, obviously cash is king. If you have properties that you are looking to liquidate, you're not quite sure what you do with the funds, please see my videos below in this newsletter for 1031 exchanges and how you can utilize a 1031 exchange to defer capital gains taxes on investment properties while allowing yourself to invest in possibly a higher cash flowing investment or a better investment for you right now. I think that's all I have for you today. Obviously the Fed decided not to raise interest rates recently. We are still seeing a lot of conversation around what they're going to do in July and August. That will affect the real estate industry. However, I would say that if you're thinking about selling, now is still a great time to sell. There's not enough inventory in the marketplace. If you're thinking about buying, run the numbers, especially if you are going to be putting a mortgage on the property, really know what your monthly cost is going to look like. And if it's something that you can afford right now, it may still be worth going ahead, purchasing the property and refinancing in a few years. And this principle is true for primary homes and investment properties. So if you have any other questions, I'm here for you. Please feel free to give me a call. I dropped my personal cell phone number below this video, and I look forward to hearing from you. We're here to help. We're your local real estate consultants, and we're here to inform.